One. Look at Thursday morning, South Central going to give you an update on what we're seeing across the state, as well as the weekend outlook, which looks to be a bit warmer across South Central as we're going to see a push of warmer air building back into the region. Good news this afternoon, or as we continue to head into the afternoon hours, those clouds beginning to break away. We've got some peaks of blue beginning to shine down, so some sunshine looks likely as we head on through the rest of our Thursday. Still expected to see some cloud coverage, but as far as what we're going to see fog-wise, not expecting to deal with that for the remainder of this week. You can see wind chills across the state, a significant contrast from southwest Alaska, the Aleutians, where we're seeing those wind chills in the 20s this morning, all the way into the interior. Well, wind chills are sitting as low as about 40 below as you head out towards Fort Yukon, 44 below in Dead Horse, 21 below in Anaktuvuk, even seeing areas of southeast with those sub-zero wind chills. We have a high pressure system out over western parts of Canada, and that is keeping temperatures on the colder side with some clear skies as well. And we're going to continue to hold on to those colder conditions for at least the eastern half of the state. That includes the interior and southeast for the next several days. Now, we're seeing multitude of areas across western Alaska up under several winter weather products. Even through the interior, we have wind chill advisories, wind advisories, and some winter weather advisories. For the remainder of today, really focusing on this storm system that's been impacting the Aleutians as well as western Alaska. As that storm continues to churn northward through the Bering, you can see winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories. Those continue through tomorrow morning. You can see as you head out towards the Yukon Delta, up to 8 inches of snowfall can be expected with a 1/4 of an inch of ice, as well as some gusts up to 45 miles per hour. And then as you head out towards Gamble, St. Lawrence, as well as the Seward Peninsula, 8 to 12 inches of snowfall. That 8 inches is more so out towards Gamble, St. Lawrence, and 1/10 of an inch of ice for the Seward Peninsula with gusts to 55 miles per hour. So we're going to continue to hold on to some visibility concerns as we head through the remainder of today for those western communities where we could see that blowing snow, that accumulating ice, and yes, we're even talking about the possibility for some snow drifts and some rough seas. As we head through Norton Sound, lower snowfall totals, but those winds will be quite gustier. You can see up to 60 miles per hour with 1/10 of an inch of ice looking possible for you. This will extend all the way through the northwest Arctic boroughs where we're talking about lighter snowfall totals, but those wind gusts will still remain very strong, anywhere from 50 to 55 miles per hour. So blowing snow will be seen all across western Alaska, even along the slope where we've got winds gusting upwards of 30 to 40 miles per hour. Kotzebue has seen those winds already gust upwards of 70 miles per hour this morning. Unalakleet, 63 miles per hour, all the way down to King Salmon, where those winds have been gusting up to 60 miles per hour. So that is that low that continues to build into the Bering. In fact, if you look close enough, there's a trifecta of lows. We've got one out towards Cold Bay. That's actually going to lead to some increasing rain for Kodiak. There's another low near Adak that's keeping those windy conditions around. And then you can see that current present low through the central parts of the Bering is the one that continues to weaken as it moves off to the north. Now, we're seeing some influence from that system here in South Central, more so in the way of cloud coverage. Those temperatures today expected to stay in the teens and the 20s for inland areas, while the Gulf Coast region manages to break into the 30s, where we could see a slight possibility for some wintry mix. Best chance for any precipitation today will be out near Kodiak as that area of low pressure near Cold Bay continues to move off towards the northeast. So we're talking about anywhere from 1 to 2 inches of rain for Kodiak Island for the remainder of today, with some wintry mix in the forecast. And then you can see all up and down the western parts of Alaska, from the northwest Arctic Borough down through southwest Alaska, even Kuskokwim Bay and Kuskokwim Delta and Bristol Bay. Expected to see some areas of snow and the possibility for some ice accumulation. And then on the heels of that low, as it continues to weaken as it moves northward, we're going to see another strong low that's going to impact the Aleutians as we welcome in your Friday afternoon into the weekend. So we're going to continue to hold on to this active and stormy weather pattern out west. There is signs that with this next system, that's going to bring us a chance for some light snow across South Central as we welcome in our Saturday evening and Sunday. Now, the better potential will be for the coastal regions. Inland areas, though, we are going to keep that slight chance for some snowfall, even out towards southeast. You can see that chance for some snow ramps up as we welcome in the weekend. So snow builds back this weekend. We're talking about, again, Saturday night through at least early Monday, and then it tapers off into next week with colder conditions expected to make a return to South Central. And with this snow that does look possible for the weekend, we're not talking about anything significant in terms of accumulation. Now, should we see warm enough conditions, there is the possibility that we could see some wintry mix as we welcome in our Sunday, as those temperatures make a run near 30. For today, though, you can see 21 degrees in Anchorage, 39 in Bethel for that high, as well as Dillingham warming into the 40s. Meanwhile, as you head into the eastern interior, the Yukon Flats and surrounding areas, that's where we're going to be talking about those temperatures today, likely staying anywhere from 25 to about 35 below zero for those highs. So that is where we're going to see some of that coldest air stick around for the remainder of this week. But notice how abnormally warm it is towards southwest Alaska. That's actually going to allow for some warmer conditions to return to South Central as we welcome in our Friday and our Saturday with temperatures back in the mid-20s. And then you can see by Sunday, we're going to make a run near 30. Now, if we see these temperatures warm even more, this is what we're talking about for that possibility of seeing some wintry mix. And of course, that does arrive Sunday, so we still have several more days. But right now, still looking like best chance is snow, but there is that outside possibility we could see some wintry mix. And then we dry out for MLK Day, 24 degrees Monday, and then there's those temperatures dropping back off into the teens for those highs. Even overnight lows could return back into the single digits. But for the remainder of this week, before the weekend arrives, both today and tomorrow, some peaks of sunshine can be expected. We remain fairly quiet before that snow does make a return, and you can already see those clouds beginning to break away. Not everyone will see that sunshine today, but the possibility is there. Better chance compared to previous afternoons where that freezing fog lingered, and you can still see the Eagle River Valley coated in that rime ice from that freezing fog. Just take it easy the next several days, especially this weekend with those temperatures warming, where we could see some slick spots. We'll have more coming up in the noon show as well as into the evening cast. For now, have a great Thursday.